Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of First and Last. My name is Josh, and with me this week we've got Joe.
Hey, man.
And Jimmy.
What's up, Pasta Pals?
Hello,
out
good
there?
sirs.
You still listening?
Are you still there?
Still boiling water.
180 episodes later.
Stronger than ever.
Some strong pasta water.
That's right. They use the same water. Been using the same water for 180 episodes.
That's
like,
efficient.
There's like soups. Isn't there like soups and stuff in some place that they like, we use the same soup pot every single day, and you just add to what was in there from the day before, and there's like soups that are years and years old.
That doesn't seem safe.
That's a thing.
Are you just thinking of sourdough bread?
What? No.
Like
It's probably
sourdough
okay
starter?
if you're just continually cooking it, right?
I guess.
It's like
Yeah.
speed. Like, as long as it never gets below a certain temperature, you're fine.
No, none of that sounds right. It's got to spoil at some point. Like, it's got to rot.
A watched pot never spoils.
That's not.
That's what they say.
That's right.
That's not what they say. Food goes bad all the time. Do not eat years old soups.
According to NPR, from an article in 2019, there is a soup that's been simmering in Bangkok for 45 years. In the same... So it's just been going for 45 years.
One can defeat it.
Yep.
It cannot be brought down, no matter how many mouths come at it. So,
I mean, I'd try it.
Probably just
Man,
tastes
now
like
I-
soup.
I mean, yeah, it's just like it's a broth.
okay.
I don't know
Yeah.
what kind of soup it is.
I feel like
I
there's
wonder if it's changed.
to me, there's like a high floor and a low ceiling for soup. Like, it's never great, it's never bad.
You've never had a great soup?
I don't think
Yeah.
so.
You haven't lived.
Come on, Joe.
I guess.
What are you doing?
Uh,
It's chili soup?
depends
In
on
a
who
sense.
you ask.
If you make it wrong.
Otherwise, is it a stew or is it just its own category?
I mean, is a stew a soup? Is like a square is a rectangle, but like a rectangle's not a square, you know?
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
no.
Like a soup is a stew is a soup, but a soup isn't necessarily a stew. That's what I
Sure.
was going for with that.
Yeah, right.
I would say none of these questions matter and don't need to be asked, but
Yeah. Don't even like soup that much.
What's the soup show we're watching today?
yeah, I really wish I would have picked a cooking show now. But before we do that, Joe, this is not the number one soup talking cast. What is First and Last for any new viewers?
Yeah, if you're new around here, we take a TV show and watch just the first episode, talk about it, talk about what we liked, disliked, our hopes and dreams for the finale, and then we skip right to the finale and just watch that. And then we close. There's a prayer, pass
No.
around an offering
What?
basket.
A hymn or two?
Yeah. But yeah, it's exactly what you thought it was. We watched the first and the last episode of a TV show. That's it.
That's right. You might have heard other podcasts doing something similar, but they do it worse. So
We do it first, at least.
we at least do it first. If not, they do it worse.
The original.
That's right. So I didn't pick a cooking show, so that was my bad, I guess. Sorry, I didn't know we were going to dive hard into soup at the beginning there.
Missed opportunity.
And even better is Joe. This is a listener suggestion, by the way. This show, and it's called. I'll just say the name quick, and it's called Slasher.
Okay.
It is a.
okay.
It's a Canadian anthology horror television
Ooh.
series. So similar to, what's that one called?
Are you afraid
American
of the dark?
Horror Story.
That's not. Yeah, I was going with American Horror Story, not Are You Afraid of the Dark?
They're probably both Canadian, huh? I mean, Are You Afraid of the Dark is for sure Canadian, but maybe American Horror Story is produced in Vancouver as well.
I could see that happening.
That does sound familiar. Now that you say that.
So,
Listeners,
similar to...
tweet at us if you remember.
Yeah, do that. So similar to American Horror Story, which isn't like actually over, this show actually technically isn't over either. But we're only watching the first season anyway, because that is an enclosed story.
Cool.
So the rules still apply. We still will only be watching the first and last, but we'll only be watching the first season that came out for the show. And that's why, guys, when I said earlier, right before we started, I was like, I messed up and I almost picked, I told you how long the shows were wrong, because I was looking at the third season and not the first, because the show is on Netflix and it doesn't have season numbers. It just has like the titles of the seasons. Okay. And the latest season is listed first. So we're going to be watching a season called The Executioner. It is 8 episodes long. And this show is a spooky horror anthology from Canada. And that's really all we know. Nice. At least going into it.
Yeah, I mean, is it is it literally like a slasher movie? Like there's a whodunit aspect to it?
Right. Well, like I don't know if you see the like thumbnail for Netflix on it, it does look like it's a kind of would be like a horror thriller type show potentially,
like a Scream or something.
Yeah, like, well, it's called The Executioner, so don't you think I kind of like, we gonna get a Jason type figure in this series or not?
Is there gonna be a guillotine?
Yeah,
or a hangman's what are those called? A gallows?
A gallows. Yes. So,
maybe both.
That's all we really know. Horror Canada. I know this place. The first series takes place in a fictional town of Waterbury, Canada.
All right.
I don't know.
Town of Waterbury.
Waterbury. Like Bloodbury, am I right?
Yes. Jimmy. The first season, by the way, came out in March of 2016 and was originally on Chiller, that I believe streaming service. And then seasons 2 and 3 were on Netflix. And then I think they thought they were done because the third season came out in 2019. But according to the Wikipedia, fourth season will be coming out on Shudder sometime in 2021.
Is that another streaming?
That would just be another streaming service, yes.
Yeah, it's like a horror-based streaming service. I've heard of it.
Nice.
Spooky.
So what do you guys think? What's The Executioner? What's this first episode going to be like? Or what do you even think is going to happen in this season?
This is the first season?
Yeah.
Okay.
The 2016 season.
So I'm thinking they keep it like pretty classic, and that is like it's your basic slasher, and he's like killing his way through a group of friends, some teen friends. And they're all they're all in different cliques. Like you got like a jock and a stoner and a goth kid.
How many of these 16-year-old kids are played by 35-year-old actors?
Like all of them except for one. Like there's like one Screech who's just like literally played by a 15-year-old. And it's like very apparent. Like, wait, it's just like adults and one kid. But yeah, my thought is that it's probably they're gonna go pretty down the line here and make it look a lot like Scream. Like, and the killer's got to have like a very like distinctive like mask, something that like you could potentially just get at like Party Lobby or whatever, but with
it's the Dollar
just something
General.
Yeah, whatever, the Michaels or whatever.
Joanne Fabrics.
Something that someone could
this,
make at home.
I'm kind of on the same boat there with you. I don't know if it's kids necessarily. The one thing I read about is it takes place in this town.
Mm-hmm.
So, because my original thought was, oh, it's like a killer at a camp, potentially, because that's just like very classic horror.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's just like the fall in this town in Canada, and a killer with a very distinctive Joe mask on is running around. I'm wondering if he's gonna be like a one weapon kind of killer, or we
guillotine.
get that he just drags a guillotine down the road.
You drag a body to the guillotine.
Yeah, like
Easier.
that's the executioner. That's what we call him. He's pretty easy to get away from though, because you can hear him coming from like 8 blocks away.
Yeah.
I think he just drugs you so that you fall into a wheelbarrow that he just wheels you to
all the way back to the
a
guillotine.
guillotine in the woods somewhere. Sounds spooky, doesn't it?
I like the idea of him taking the guillotine to the victim and having to just set it up like in places that are tall enough to
you wait
house
there.
the guillotine.
I'll be done in a second.
I'd
Takes
love
a
if there's like
while.
a scene where like these kids are like, okay, we should split up and look for him, and they're like, do you want to check the barn or do you want to check like this small cramped car? And like one kid's just like, yeah, I'll check the car, you check the barn that's tall enough to house this guillotine.
As long as the guillotine can't fit where you are, you're safe.
Yeah, you gotta stay low.
I just hope, I assume in the first episode that we don't find out who the executioner is, because that's got to be like the whole, a big part of the plot line.
Yeah.
But I want it to be Carl Urban from, he's Billy Butcher, right? And The Boys.
Oh, okay,
And
that
like
guy.
Bones.
He's like
and Star Trek.
Yep.
And a million
Joe,
other
you looking
things.
up what he looks like right now?
Yeah.
Eomer in Lord of the Rings.
Oh, I didn't know he was in Lord of the Rings. So bad.
Oh hell yeah! There's something. There's another big thing he's in.
So you want the killer to be Carl Urban?
Yeah,
Just
because
Carl
in
Urban.
in Thor Ragnarok, he's the executioner.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, have you
That's
have
the
any
Marvel
confirmation or
character
knowledge
he
if
is.
he's in this show, or you just
Not at all.
decided?
I
Okay.
assume there's no way he was in Canada in 2016.
He's 6'1". That's like tall enough to be a killer in a movie show.
I mean,
Perfect killer height.
Stallone and Tom Cruise are quote unquote tall enough to be action heroes, and they're like 5'2",
Yeah.
you know,
6'1"
Movie.
actor is like 7 feet tall.
yeah, 6'1" actor's a 45-foot monster. So, I'm curious. I like that idea. I also think it's quite possible that they do a different direction and they go with we know who the killer is almost immediately, and our story takes place like it's it's the people that are getting harassed that are probably more of the main characters, but we get scenes of like what is the killer doing. Maybe like he goes to work or like what, you know, like you get to know them a little bit. So they use that horror movies can't do to like make you almost start liking the killer, even though they're the killer. And the executioner's not even the killer we're watching. It's a different person later on.
Oh my gosh.
Huh?
Twists and turns.
I just
I'd like to
twisted
see-
you.
I'd like to see some twists.
Right? It's there's a lot of things they could go. They could go very, very classic like that, or they could introduce some more long form character building that you wouldn't normally see in horror movies. To give us a different thing, but as long as they keep it up, I'm assuming with the title of The Executioner, we're gonna see some gore potentially. I don't know what they let you show up there in Canada, so
On the thriller stream. What was it?
On the
Chiller.
Chiller.
There's probably no rules. There's
Well-
buckets of blood in this first episode. Calling
Chiller is a defunct American cable satellite television network.
it. Ah,
It's specialized in horror, though, thriller and suspense.
okay. I'm sure it's super
But
high
it-
budge.
It ceased operating December 31st, 2017. So it has been around for a while.
Wow. So this show just made it.
Yeah, it just came out and then Netflix picked it up. So I mean, it was good enough for Netflix to want it. So, well, let's dive into it and see if I can get to these episodes here, because this show doesn't have any time to waste, so it names all of its episodes.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we're going to watch season 1, The Executioner, first episode, and it is called An Eye for an Eye, and it came out March 4th, 2016. We'll be back after that. And we're back. We're done with the first episode of the first season of Slasher, The Executioner. The episode was called An Eye for an Eye. Do you have a write-up, Jim?
Sure do. Sarah returns to Waterbury with her husband and journalist Dylan Bennett to stay at the house bought from realtor Robin Turner, where Sarah's late parents were murdered before her birth on Halloween by Tom Winston, who concealed his identity with a medieval robe, costume, and leather hood, dubbed as the Executioner. And this was all in 1988 that the parents were murdered. The second Executioner surfaces for the first time, chasing Sarah down her street that night. Following a suggestion from Tom, the original murderer, after their first meeting, Sarah discovers a camcorder and illicit sex tapes her parents buried in their house. Tapes that her neighbor Verna McBride discovered and takes them to her house. The Executioner ties down and dismembers Verna in her bedroom. During the second visit, Tom reveals to Sarah that the killer was targeting his victims, who violated one of the 7 deadly sins, and that Verna's death of dismemberment was the biblical punishment for wrath. So Sarah's parents were murdered while she was in the womb, and the Executioner somehow saved her. So
Cut her out. I don't know. It was pretty weird. Yeah, so there was the first 1988 was like the cold open in a way of just like the family on Halloween, and then she got her parents got murdered, and then
Yeah. Happy
the
birthday.
cops came. Yeah, right. And then the cops came, and the murderer was like sitting in a rocking chair with like the baby.
Mm-hmm. And the baby's like fine.
Just like, yeah. Well, it was just born.
Yeah.
You know, to some fucked up
innocent.
shit. And so that was the beginning, and then the intro like music scene happened, and I didn't look to see. This started in 2016. American Horror Story has been going on longer than that, right?
Yeah. I feel like
I
that
just-
was like late 2000s.
Yeah, I just feel like it's been on. Yeah, it's gone for 9 seasons, so it's definitely a lot longer. But I'm just like, man, I feel like this intro is so American Horror Story, like with the weird sounds, like half music, half
Yeah,
just like creepy sound.
it was your
stuff.
run of the mill,
Yep.
horror open open credits scene.
Yeah. Besides that, some of the not much more like negative. I have to say, I liked the first episode. I liked this episode. I thought it was good.
Yeah, I'm into it. I mean, they made you so there's obviously a lot more things happened than in the description, but they try to turn you towards like certain characters that they're gonna be the killer, and love a good whodunit.
Yeah, right. Do we all have like thoughts on who the killer is? Kind of. I mean, it's probably is there? Does everyone have a prediction of who the killer is already?
I do.
Yo, yeah.
I do. Okay, that'd be fun. I assumed it was trying to push us some ways and whatnot, and I had ideas. So we'll get there when we get to predictions. But I mean, it's covering a lot of things. There's like super religious people in the town. Obviously, the killer himself is like, I don't know, not like God made him kill it, but he was like, seems like he was one of those crazy zealot people that kill people to purify the world. Some backwards thoughts.
Yeah, seeing himself as the like kind of the judge and executioner, I guess. I didn't mean to make that pun. Yeah, he's
Forgot the
bestowing his own judgment upon people.
Yeah,
I am the law.
Mm-hmm.
and then you obviously then now have the complete opposite of what we found out in the first episode of like Sarah's parents, who were seemingly swingers that liked to also audio visuals. So
keepsakes.
also like, so Sarah bought this house from a realtor 30 years later, and in the basement she just like behind like a window, a stained glass window, she found a box full of tapes of that stuff. It's like, did no one live in this house for 30 years? Because there's no way you wouldn't have found
Doesn't
that.
seem so.
I was a little unclear about that because when they were in the beginning, when they were driving to the town, she was saying something about like it's a free house. So I thought that
so
like it was
maybe-
just gonna be her house. Maybe it always was her house, but she just never was there.
Yeah.
Or it's just like the murder house, so no one lived there. But also then if it was abandoned for 30 years, there's no way it would look so nice.
Yeah,
True.
it would have to be kind of
Like
upkept.
someone took care of it at least. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I don't know, but that was my first thought, was like, I would have found a video recorder and a box of tapes in a window that I was like, why isn't this window shining a lot of light?
Right.
You know, you would have figured that out eventually. Jimmy, we got some cast people, don't we?
Yeah. Yeah, so you got Sarah, seems to be the kind of main person this is focused around, and she's Katie McGrath, who is Lena
She's in
Luthor
stuff.
in Supergirl.
Yep.
And she's in Merlin as the character Morgana, and that was just a show that I'm aware of because one of my old roommates was really into it. We should probably do it sometime in this show because I think it's kind of a cult classic. But and then you have her husband Dylan, who I did not recognize, but he was great.
He is in. We're gonna see him in an upcoming Power Rangers.
Oh, really?
He's in Power Rangers SPD.
Yes.
So I think in a couple seasons here we'll be getting to that show.
A couple more years of this, and we'll
Yeah.
see Dylan again.
This podcast doesn't end until Power Rangers ends. I just hope everyone listening knows that.
Wonderful. Then I don't know who we're introduced to next. Maybe Verna, the neighbor, who's crazy and yelling that Sarah's
and
a
also
dirty
very
whore.
dead.
Yeah, now she's real dead, so I guess we don't have to worry about Verna in the last episode. We have some people. So it also seems like Sarah did spend some time growing up in this town somehow. So she knows a bunch of the townies that are like around her age.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
there's Sergeant Cam Henry, I think.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Mhm.
And his dad was there at the murder.
Yeah, his dad survived the killing.
Yeah. His dad was the dude that
Oh.
was dressed as like
King
the King
Arthur?
Arthur people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
His dad was friends with Sarah's parents who were killed, and and
Okay,
his
so-
life was spared.
So
So that
for
means
sure-
that his dad bonked Sarah's mom for sure.
Yeah, so he's for
Yeah.
sure on one of those tapes, is what I was going to
Yeah.
say, too. Hey, Josh, did you recognize Sergeant Cam?
No, I didn't.
Because that's
Should I have?
Steve Byers, who's in several episodes of Man in the High Castle.
Who is he in Man in the High Castle?
Well, you'll just have to see. Maybe you're not there yet.
Maybe I am though. And I
He's
just-
he's the man in the
It's-
high castle.
I mean, no, he's not. But also, like, if he's a Nazi in Man in the High Castle, and he's like a regular good cop in this show, like, I won't even be able to recognize him. That's like Superman's glasses. It's impossible to see through.
Yeah, he'd make a great Nazi, I think.
He plays.
He looks like a Nazi.
He plays someone named Lawrence Clem.
I don't think he's a big character. And
Clem sounds Nazi-ish to me.
I'm in season 3 of Man in the High Castle, and he doesn't seem familiar to me.
He's
so.
in 8 episodes.
Okay. I'll keep my eye out. Maybe I'm just a bad viewer, which is almost positively true.
Cool.
So yeah, Sergeant Cam.
Sergeant Cam. Then we had Justin and Robin, who are, what I gather is that they're leasing an art gallery to Sarah because she's some sort of art curator or artist or something. Didn't really get that far. They're into some crazy stuff too.
They're just like too rich. That's just what they are, you know? They're just
Yeah, they get a
rich.
huge house. They own a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, they seemed sexually promiscuous at the end there too. So maybe we're just gonna have this whole season's just kind of around the different sins and.
Well, and there's only 8 episodes, so if there's 7 deadly sins, it's possible that every single episode now has a sin kill or like
So this is
something.
just the movie 7 broken up.
I think it's kind of like the movie 7, and now, depending on if you're going to talk, one of the other characters in it is Tom, the killer, who
Right.
Sarah like goes and talks to. He's
The
like,
original
kind of like
killer who's in
the
jail.
original killer. Half 7 with the 7 deadly sins thing, and then half Silence of the Lambs with like the person going and talking to a different killer to like try to figure out how to catch the other
Yeah,
killers.
to try to understand the mind of a killer. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's in the box?
Plus, like the Sarah character is very Sydney from Scream. I mean,
Yeah.
in that it's like a
What-
slasher who done it, but also that like her mom was like the town slut, and like there's like family trauma through that. So yeah, it's kind of those three
who's
things
cotton
in a blender.
weary in all this then? Who's the cotton weary?
Cam?
You know, the guy who we think did it and ends up being like the good guy. And all he wanted to do was date her mom, you know?
Yeah. Nothing wrong
I
with
guess
that.
we'll find out.
I
I think that's kind of, is that everybody, Jimmy?
the other like name that we got was Allison, who is the other person. So Dylan works. He's found a job as the editor of this newspaper in town, and Allison is it's like her newspaper that she started.
Okay, that's her boss.
So
That's his boss.
We had a couple of
Yeah.
scenes with her. And I think she did it. No, I don't know.
And she's the killer.
There was a spot. There were some kids that Dylan chased away that he thought were scaring Sarah, and so there's a moment where like he's watching them leave, and Sarah goes back to the house, and then Dylan walks off camera like seemingly towards the kids, and then
He also like appeared in front of Sarah, like in the direction opposite of I feel like the way she was coming from the house, and it's like why would he come from that way?
yeah
That's what I thought that was weird too.
Sure, they definitely made you want to think that it's him somehow, which is diabolical. But anyway, I'll wait until predictions on that.
So Joe, I don't think you said yet. How did you feel about the show? Like, how do you feel about the mix of all the stuff, like the sins, and then obviously you like the sex stuff.
Love it. It feels like I feel like there's sometimes you're like you start a new show or even a new movie or something, and like you don't really get what's going on at first, but you're like I know based on what I've seen and maybe what I know of the creator or writers that like I'm in good hands. So even though I don't really know what's going on, I understand that this will probably pay off and I'm along for the ride. And I feel like this is like the exact opposite of that, where it's like I'm from this first episode, like you're already like shown the elements where it's like it's Scream and Silence of the Lambs and Seven. So I like totally get it, and I feel like they're just not. I don't feel like I'm gonna be taken care of for like the rest of this ride. I feel like there's nothing like big, but it's just kind of smaller little things that feel kind of like chintzy. Some of the acting isn't great, especially the one that annoyed me the most is Dylan. He just like comes off as a very like fake tough guy. Like it seemed
his acting is kind of stiff.
Yeah. So it's like those things that like I'm not necessarily watching this for good acting, but like it puts it in the back of my mind like maybe they didn't get the best actors they could have. Yeah, and there's just like little plot things of like another Dylan thing, but like he works at the newspaper, and like the newspaper editor is like writing articles about this crazy killing that went on in our little town, and he's like, oh, you're just like trying to make a story out of this. It's like, dude, like this lady was killed. Her hands and feet were cut off. Like, of course this is a story we're gonna cover.
Your wife was there.
And you're still trying to make a printed newspaper be successful in 2016.
Like, my man, we got to sell some ads. How did you not know what you were doing when you signed up to work here?
I mean, it's also just like he gets really mad about it, but it's like, all right, well, I mean, it wouldn't be good for the newspaper or you or anybody for you to like be involved in writing these articles at all anyway.
Yeah, probably
so, like,
not. So
just let everyone else in the newspaper deal with it, and you write the traffic report or whatever the hell it is.
Go review this new pizza place.
Yeah, but he was at the end. Dylan was like blacklighting the stairs in the house, and like doing stuff. So he's doing weird stuff.
He's being weird. Yeah.
He's being weird, right?
He's being a weird guy.
Yeah.
Not to mention that he's just not around conveniently for a lot of murders,
That's just a good whodunit, though.
Right.
Throw you off the scent.
Yeah. I see what you're saying, Joe, with being unsure of the hands that you are in for this show, because it definitely is like, oh, some parts of this feel a little screamy, parts of this feel a little Silence of the Lambs, part of this feels a little Seven, part of this feels like a little like what started on Halloween. What other big horror thing starts on Halloween?
That's pretty bad.
It does that. So it does make me a little worried, but they are at least doing some of the parts like the things that are obviously like being borrowed from these other horror things, or at least seemingly some of the good parts of them. and so hopefully that just means that they're using this as an establishment to say like, hey, look at all these horror things you like, and maybe then in episodes 2 and 3 they find their own footing a little bit more.
Yeah. I thought of one more thing that feels a little bit chintzy to me, that, again, it's not a big deal in the grand scope of the show, but makes me think maybe they could have spent a little more time on this, is the costume of the killer, of the executioner himself. It's like big black robe, just, very generic, and then this like executioner's hood. But it's like shaped like a cowl, like Batman 1989 cowl. So, like, it doesn't look like he could turn his head. It just seems a little silly. Like, when she was, like, running away from him on the street, I'm just like, dude, if you just, like, take, like, a 90-degree turn, like, he can't see where you went.
Right.
Well, that's, Joe, in all fairness, that's not the TV show's problem. The killer chose to wear that in 1988. So
that's
the
true.
Copycat
it worked
has
for
to wear
88,
it.
and, like, now he's stuck with it.
Yeah. So that's really nobody's fault, Joe.
Wow.
It's something that I think that they could have maybe like done a few more drawings and found really the better fit for the look of this killer.
Uh-huh. As of right now, I would say I would have continued to watch episode 2 right away.
Yeah.
But I don't know for sure if it would have kept me going to episode 3, but I was at least interested enough to let it roll for Netflix.
I'm happy to first and last this.
Okay.
I just feel like of any show that I really don't want to first and last, it's a whodunit, just because like I want to have gone through the journey, you know.
Based on how it like felt, one of my predictions that I didn't write was there was going to be two killers a la Scream. Like it's that's how much this felt sometimes like it was like Scream or one of those early 2000 horror movies. I was like, oh yeah, there's totally going to be two killers.
Yeah, for sure. However this ends, we will have seen it before in something else.
Cool. Do we have any more? Or should we get into what we think is going to happen in this finale?
I'm good.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm good to go.
Sweet. So listeners, just so you know, what we're making predictions on the final episode of this first season because it's an anthology. So that's where the story ends. So episode 8 of Slasher season 1, The Executioner. These are what the predictions are for. Jimmy, you should go first because I thought of your name first. Just
great. I think number 1, I think Dylan is dead.
Oh,
I think they wanted us. I think they wanted us to think that it was him in this first episode, and I think he does not last to the last. Or if he does,
I disagree,
murdered.
but we'll find out.
Okay. I think, and then number 2 is I have an over-under that 4 people die.
Okay.
At least 4 people die in this.
Double what the first episode would be.
Really?
Yeah, there was 2 people that got killed. The neighborhood kid and Verna.
Well, plus the 2 parents at the beginning.
Oh, I forgot about that. Well, I was for some reason only keeping track of the number of people that got killed in present
modern
day.
time.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right, so 4 people did get killed.
Thanks for doing that count. I didn't even do that.
Yeah, no problem.
Then that was based on nothing. Then number 3, I have Cam is dead. Sergeant Cam. Pretty boy Cam. Then I have number 4 is that Cam did it. I think he's dead because they got him.
They got him. Why do you think it's Cam?
So many reasons. Because it's totally Cam.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to explain before you guys go, and then you're gonna explain your person?
Let's all go, and then we could vouch for our killers.
Okay, great.
Yeah, sure.
Feel that.
I'll go because I also think Cam is the killer.
Yes.
Because it's definitely him. I think we see a guillotine.
Yes, Joe. Yes.
Because at least even if it's not used, it's got to be part of like the killer's arsenal. He's been wanting to use it.
Just sharpening it.
Yeah.
One day.
I think Dylan is hurt, but he survives. I think he's kind of like an Officer Dewey.
Dewey.
In that way.
You think Dylan is the David Arquette of this show?
Yeah,
okay.
like he's
excellent.
You think he's dead, but he's actually okay. He'll be fine. And I think Tom is killed, which I think is maybe not a gimme because he's like in prison, so you figure he's safe, but I think he gets killed.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Envy,
that's my
maybe?
4.
He's envying the new copycat.
Mm.
Boom.
Those are it?
Yep.
Okay, so number one, I was going to say there's 2 killers a la Scream, and I have my first killer, but my second killer would have been Cam.
Okay.
So he's my number 2 choice.
It could happen.
But I scribbled that out, and I have a different one. So my first one is Dylan, the husband, is the killer.
Okay.
I think all of episode 1 kind of points to it. We spend about 6 or 7 episodes now forgetting it, and then he is the killer.
I like that.
In the end. Because, if this is a movie, obviously he's not the killer, right? Because we only have like an hour left, and that's not enough time to forget. But, so, it's him. I think the executioner, or Tom, is, the original executioner, Tom, is Sarah's real dad.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Could be.
Yeah. Could be anybody. Shit. Oh, man. Does that mean she's going to find a videotape with her mom and Tom?
Yeah.
Oh.
Making her.
That'll screw you up.
Yes, it will. And then on that, I didn't realize I made a lot of Tom guesses. I think Tom is out of prison.
Okay.
Because that will be weird. And then number 4, I think there is. I don't think there's going to be a real blimp, because it's just not going to happen. So I think there is a child's toy blimp in this episode, a toy blimp.
Okay. Cool.
I will just in case somehow a remote controlled blimp counts as a toy blimp. Just want to
I really hope they all get into a real blimp at the end of this show.
Get into a blimp. Quick, we can escape from the blimp.
Be fantastic.
Why do you guys think it's Cam before we watch the finale?
Should I go?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll just say my biggest thing is that the biggest thing that pointed to it for me was at the end. I had literally already written it down and decided, but at the end when Tom starts to go into that it's a religious meaning behind the deaths for the 7 deadly sins, and Cam's dad has become some sort of preacher. Maybe he wasn't at the time, but now he's he's this like pastor, priest, something in town. So there, and Tom says that he's visited. He says in the first visited that, or I don't even remember now which visit it was, but that he only gets visits from judges, lawyers, and his religious whatever contact, but he doesn't say who that is.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Cam has some prisoner visit duties from his church.
Well, like Cam's dad could visit and be his religious person, and Cam could visit and be the cop. So it all checks out for visitors.
True. Yeah.
Joe, do you have a different reason on why you think it's Cam?
I mean, just plot stuff that, like, I think it has to be someone who ties into the original murder somehow. So I think it's the type of thing where, like, Cam is, like, weirdly jealous of Sarah because her parents are the ones that died and she gets all the attention, and maybe he's also, like, weirdly in love with her too. And I think it's just going to tie back to, somehow tie back to that original murder. So it's either Cam or his dad. I think it's Cam.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I think he's got a murderous face.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like his dad, Cam's dad, I feel like in 1988 was a lot shorter than Cam's dad is in current.
Yeah.
I feel like his dad looked a lot taller. But
Growth spurt.
Yeah, growth spurt.
Yeah.
An adult growth spurt he had. So, okay. Let's watch this final episode of the Executioner season. It's called Soon Your Own Eyes Will See. We'll be back after that. And we're back. We're done with the final episode of the Executioner season of Slasher. It was called The Past is Never Dead. Is that what it was called?
Nope.
There's something with an eye.
It's
Soon
like an
your
eye for an
own eyes will see.
Why did I write "the past is never dead" on my notebook right
Oh
here?
my god.
Where am I?
Are you murdering? Is that a different
It might
season again?
I don't know. Hey, Jimmy, you got a write-up for the episode that we watched?
I sure do.
Okay.
I'm just gonna read the Netflix one because the Wikipedia version is riddled with grammatical errors. As Sarah reels from Dylan's dishonesty, her hidden feelings for Cam surface, while the executioner plots a bloody grand finale of a slaying. And that's it.
Ah, okay. What?
And that's all that happens.
Where did I write? Okay. I'm trying to solve my madness. Oh, The Past is Never Dead is the season finale to season 2, The Guilty Party.
You're all over the place.
Oh my gosh. I wish I could say like I'm drunk or something, but I'm unfortunately not. It's just I'm an idiot. All right. What do you guys think about this episode?
Good times.
Yeah, it's
Really,
kind of
Jimmy?
kind of what I expected. It's so yeah, it starts out with or I guess not starts out. There's like a flashback scene, but it's essentially it goes from Sarah thinking everything's chill. I don't know if they like think that they caught the killer, but it seems like they're just like gonna celebrate Halloween and everything's cool.
Seemed like there was a lull in the killings at the very least.
The killings have slowed at least. But yeah, then by the end, she figures out that it's actually Cam and kills him back.
Yeah, twist. Everyone wins.
Yeah, so that's the long and short of it. Is Cam's the killer, and he gets his comeuppance. But it actually starts out with a flashback to when like Cam's like a preteen or something, and he's like sleepwalking with a weird pig mask, and he like his mom's yelling at him for like peeing himself and like sleepwalking and all that, and he like shoves her down the stairs.
Yeah, did the only people that died in this episode were just all of Cam's family, including Cam?
Yeah, I think so.
Cam killed his mom, Cam killed his dad, and then
Sarah killed Cam.
Sarah killed Cam.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted, because of like the bad guy being a hooded like just killer in a mask kind of thing, and even though it was silly, I still wanted like the killer in that fashion to be like that, I wanted it to be a killer, and then it was like Scooby-Doo, like, oh, it's Cam, like
let's see who's under this mask.
yeah.
Cam.
That's what I was envisioning for this episode. And yeah, then you pull off the hood, and he's like, I would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for that meddling husband of yours, or something like that.
Yeah, we didn't see the costume at all, so maybe there's something happens with that earlier in the season where somebody finds it or he plants it on someone or something. Maybe that's why they think there's no killer. Who knows?
Yeah, if Cam's like a good killer, which he seems pretty unhinged, so it's pretty silly like how he held that together for as long as he did, seemingly. But it seems like, what do? You just kill somebody and put the suit on him and then kill him a little bit more so it looks like someone like got the killer or something. I don't know.
I mean, he's a cop, so like, he can be like, oh, I found the killer and, he died in a gunfight.
Right. Cops have been using that trick for years.
I feared for my life.
Not funny.
Oh, God. Oh, my heart hurts.
But, yeah, so it was definitely like, it seemed like it was kind of the end, and then it was just kind of like, oh, now we got to like pick up the killer, because it seemed like you knew that it was Cam even at the beginning of this episode for sure, right?
Yeah, I wonder if maybe there was some sort of reveal at the end of the second to last episode.
Yeah.
And then you go into this one knowing, oh, it's Cam. I wonder how he's going to get caught.
And then Joe, I liked about what it's like 10 minutes in or what Dylan shows up and you're like, I just assumed he was dead.
Yeah, because like in the beginning we see Cam and Sarah talking and like Cam saying that, oh yeah, we've both like lost a lot this summer. And then he like holds her hand and I'm just like, oh, so like Dylan's dead, I guess, and like Cam's trying to like make his move. Yeah,
Right.
and then Dylan shows up at the store or at the art gallery or whatever, and I'm just like, hey man, you're still here?
Yeah, Joe's like, oh, long time no see, bro.
Yeah, he shows up and he's like apologizing for something. We don't really know or find out, I don't think.
Seems like he was maybe cheating or something.
Yeah, because she says that he's been lying for years.
Yeah. Secret family.
doesn't really equate to, in my mind, to them getting back together at the end like they did. But you know, trauma.
Yeah,
Sarah's got a little Stockholm syndrome now with Dylan. He's just gonna stick
Maybe.
with him, I guess.
Well, because she
Yeah,
like
like
she immediately has sex with Cam, like after Dylan is framed. I guess we didn't get to the part yet where Dylan is framed, but
Oh, right.
Dylan got framed.
yeah. Well, because
So Cam's dad finds his stash.
yeah, because Cam's got a stash of like souvenirs from the killings.
Yeah. And then that leads to Cam killing his dad.
Yeah, he knows too much.
Then he plants said box in Dylan's stuff, and Sarah finds it.
Mm-hmm.
How much more can Cam's dad? I mean, Cam's dad already knows he like killed his mom. Like, what is?
True. As like a kid, it was, probably went down as an accident,
Yeah, an accident. That kid is a psychopath.
For sure.
I feel like I've seen that in some other movie too, where like the kid kills someone and the parents cover it up because the thought is like, well, like maybe like the kid kills the sibling and they say like, well, we already lost one kid, we're not going to lose both kids, like we're not going to lose our other kid to jail, so we'll cover up the murder.
Yeah, there's stuff like that all over the place in my mind because there's another movie that like the kid like pushes the mom or something I don't know what movie this is, but I can tell you exactly what happens. Like the kid pushes the mom, but then the dishwasher's like open and then she gets like paralyzed.
It's Garden State, dude.
Is that Garden State? It's a horror movie, but like I was like,
It's Garden
shit like that happens in movies all the time. Why did I think that was a horror movie? And
I
then,
don't know.
all right.
I think the thing I was thinking of was actually not a movie. I think it's like one of the theories around like John Benet Ramsey. Like one of the kid theories is that like her like brother did it, but it was like an accident, and so like the parents like covered it up so that like the other kid wouldn't get in trouble or something. That's just like a theory though. I read it on Wikipedia.
Probably true. Wikipedia can't lie.
So yeah, so then Cam frames Dylan. Dylan goes to jail. Cam goes over to Sarah's place, and she's like, "Oh, so we should bone then?"
So this is where we bone now.
It's just straight math. Like, person I used to have sex with is now a murderer, so I guess it's you now.
Yeah, you plus me equals calculus, Joe. Everyone knows that
And
math.
no time to sort this out or work through my grief. We just have sex on this wall now.
My estranged husband is in jail for murdering a bunch of people. I'm gonna bang the arresting officer.
Side note about Cam, he was like shirtless and like doing push-ups in this episode, and like now I'm noticing how jacked he is. But like, did you guys notice that he was jacked in like the first episode?
I noticed that he had some big old arms.
Mm-hmm.
Like he had some jacked man biceps for sure. But I mean, I didn't see that 75 pack he was hiding under the shirt.
Dude was ripped, yeah.
Yeah.
That should have been a giveaway that he's the killer.
Dude was Dude was a Greek statue with his shirt off of. So, yeah, I mean, and then so the end, and then so I guess let's skip to the end. Then like Cam comes after Sarah. She like gets back to her house.
Well, because Sarah finds like an old picture of Cam where he's like holding a painting that he made that I guess was like evidence. So she knows it's Cam now.
Yeah, she knows. And then
she banged a murderer.
Yeah.
A serial killer.
But then like it comes to they like get it. So Cam's about to kill her, but she hits him with like an urn, which I'm assuming that urn has like ashes of probably her parents or somebody.
Probably.
Right?
Yeah.
But then Dylan comes down and she's like, "Help me kill him. Help me kill him."
Yeah.
And then he like
nah.
holds him.
Okay.
But like Cam's not that like. My problem with this part was all that happened to Cam. Right, was he got hit. He got hit with the urn by Sarah, and then Dylan's like holding him back, and she stabs him. And this is just my annoyance to detail, but Cam's like got just like weak, limp, not fighting back at all arms as like this knife is like going like into him and out.
Yeah.
He's not even like tensing up or doing. I'm like, this isn't.
We saw him working out.
This
guy
would be
working out.
This guy would have a little bit more fighting in him, I think. Now.
I was gonna say, like halfway through this episode, he got stabbed by his own knife pretty thoroughly through the stomach, and he was still running around through town.
I forgot, that he got stabbed at the party.
He still traveled from party to Sarah's house.
Stabbed right through all of his intestines. There ain't no way he was. And then he like almost killed Robin, but who turned out to be fine.
I feel like he stabbed Robin directly in the heart.
Yeah.
And then the next 4 weeks later, Robin's running around like, "Oh, I look like Frankenstein." And I'm like, "You should be in the hospital still, I'm pretty sure."
A lot of major organs being stabbed and everyone just fine with it.
Yeah. You went too deep, man.
You went too deep. Matthew Lillard, king of horror.
Oh, man. Yikes.
Yeah. So I just thought that last part where they were holding him down and cutting him and killing him was like weird. Also, like the cops came in and like, as far as the cops understand, right? Dylan, he didn't escape from jail, but he kind of like left under weird circumstances.
Mm-hmm.
And also like there's a cop that obviously just got murdered by these two people. That's all they know.
Their coworker is just getting stabbed repeatedly.
Right. And if I know anything about cops, I think they came in a little too light right there.
It's Canada. It's different, I guess.
Oh yeah, they were like, "Oh, sorry,
Oh,
murdering
sorry.
somebody, sorry, oh, sorry." Also, in the first episode, I was watching it. I didn't ask you guys this, but when Sarah got to that party in the first episode and she came in, she's like, "I need to talk to Cam, guys. I'm sorry. Hey, everybody, I'm sorry. I have to talk to Cam really quick." And they're like, "Okay, fine." And then she goes and leaves in Cam, and then the three people that are at that like little gathering are like, "That was pretty rude, right?" And my first thought was, I don't know, that wasn't rude at all. Actually, that was. Just seemed like she had an urgent thing she needed to discuss.
Yeah, something's going on, right? Like, you just let her deal with her thing. She'll be back.
But they made such a huge like commotion. Like, that was really rude. And I'm like, yeah, see? We're in Canada. That was rude to them. I found that completely okay.
Yeah. Canadians. Canadians. So yeah, they stab. Well, and then the last piece. So they stab the shit out of Cam. Did they cut straight to 4 weeks later? Is there anything that happens between that?
No.
She slits his throat. The cops bust in.
Cops show up
just in the nick of not in time.
Yeah, and you figure from there everything gets sorted out. Because then 4 weeks later, Robin. It's Robin, right?
Yep.
Robin, the realtor. Oh no, there is another scene before this where they're Dylan and Sarah are selling the house and leaving.
Yeah.
But that is still 4 weeks later. Yeah. Okay.
Still 4 weeks later.
Yep.
So they're selling the house and leaving, and they're just like off on the road, like gonna not think about bad stuff anymore. But there's like a new family who's like buying that old house, and Robin's showing them around, and the daughter of the family like sees a cat outside and like walks up to the cat and like pets it, and then just like kills it. Like you just hear like a snap.
Yeah, she was like, "What a pretty cat!" Snap.
Yeah.
Come on. I had like, there was a cat on my lap at that moment. I had to shield his eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can't
that's
show that
like
to
a
Pete.
supposed to be sign of serial killer, right?
I think that's the
something.
idea, but
Not,
it's like
I mean, normal people don't just kill pretty animals. You know,
Uh-huh.
like helpless animals. They don't do that.
I think that's the
Kids
idea.
or adults alike.
The idea plot wise is like this girl moving into this house is like kind of gonna be another Cam, and there's gonna be another executioner someday, but it's like why like is there something, are they implying that there's some sort of curse in this house, or like is wood or Waterbury Canada just like fucked up?
Just another like like right before the show.
Yeah,
ends,
that's
you
kind of
know,
what it
I
felt
guess.
like. It was just like, oh, something
And it
creepy.
ended on a
Huh?
bad pun as well.
What was the pun?
Like she says that the house is gonna be perfect.
Oh man, I didn't even catch that.
It was and then credits rolled. Really? That's how you're gonna end.
Oh man. That is
Great rating.
that is campy.
Yeah, that was great. Before we get into predictions, what are you guys interested in watching the other two anthologies that this show has to offer now? Like, do you think it has good things to offer?
I think it can only go up. If I watch one episode of another season of this and I go, yeah, it's that person, and then I watch the finale and go, God damn it was just that person, I'll be pretty sad. But what are the odds?
Just for fun, looking at the other two episodes that other two seasons, the second season is called Guilty Party, and it looks like I'm not even going to read you what it is. I'm just going to say it looks like a I Know What You Did Last Summer type scenario.
Okay.
And then the third one is called Solstice, and it looks like a murderer who's called the Druid, is killing people in an apartment complex.
Okay.
So, second season is I Know What You Did Last Summer. Third season is just an apartment murders. I know for a fact that the third season's episodes, it's like 24 hours, kind of how it's built. The first episode, they're called, the episodes are listed as times, like 8 a.m. to 3 p.m., 3 p.m. to 4 a.m. kind of thing.
For which one?
So-
Solstice?
Yeah, the third one.
Okay.
So it seems like the third one's actually like, it's like 3-hour chunks over like 12 or 24 hours. I'm not looking at it right now, so I can't quite tell.
That's kind of interesting.
I thought that was the one we were going to be watching tonight, but then I realized that was the third season. So
Jack Bauer murders.
yeah, it's 24, the horror show.
I think I'm interested in I'm interested in the premise of this show, like on paper, a 8-episode miniseries slasher. Yeah, cool. But I don't think I don't think I trust the hands here. The Aaron Martin,
Bad hands.
Aaron Martin, the creator of this show and former writer of Degrassi, The Next Generation. Like
He's got bad hands.
got bad hands. I just and like that there are other, like they made a Scream show, and like that's this, except it's like literally Scream.
Yeah.
So like,
Oh, did
maybe
he
I'll
make
watch
the
that.
Scream show too?
No.
Oh, okay. For a second, I was like, oh wow.
No, yeah. So like, maybe if I do want to watch an episodic, whodunit killer type thing, maybe I watch that.
Yeah, sure.
I'm sure there's a slasher series or season of American Horror Story too, isn't there?
There is. There's like an 80s one at a camp. Like a very like...
Nice.
Yeah, and I've seen that one, and it was pretty good.
That might be like something that I might like too, is like just go all in on the homage. Like if you're going to call back to something, then just go all in on it.
Right. And I think that's my only big problem with this that we just watched was it just doesn't seem like it kept up. It's only 8 episodes, so just like keep up like the killer. Like the killer was working it in episode 1, you know? Like it seemed like it was always kind of like he actually might be anywhere. Mm-hmm. And it's like you only have 7 more episodes. You can keep that up.
Yeah.
For the most part. And maybe they did, you know, and the last episode dipped, but then it's like then you kept it up and you dipped in the last episode anyway, so whatever. So first episode I liked. Last episode I thought it was like missing the intensity that the first episode had, and for such a short season and only the story was only there for one season, I think they could have kept it up. Are we ready to go for predictions? Are we ready to see how we did?
Yeah, I did pretty well, actually.
Oh, good. I'm glad you did. Someone had to. It wasn't me. Jimmy, you went first last time.
Hey, you sure did. I had that Dylan was dead, but as we talked about, he came back and he even helped murder. Then I had number 2 was that 4 people die, and I'm pretty sure just the 3 Henrys died.
Yep, only the Henry family died.
So there was 3 of them. But then I said number 3, Cam is dead.
He did die.
Very much so. And 4, he's dead because he's the killer. And that's true.
Very much so.
So 2.
Cool. That's pretty good.
I'll take it.
I had Cam as the killer. That's 1. I had We See a Guillotine, which I thought there was a lot of opportunity. There's the scene where Sarah was like looking around Cam's like basement, and I was like, man, there's gonna be like some weird executioner shit in here, but no guillotine.
And in all fairness, Cam was jacked enough to be able to drag a guillotine around town.
Yeah, he can make it happen. Just carrying it on his back. Those lats of his. I said that Dylan is hurt but survives, which played out pretty much exactly like I thought. Like Cam was like smashing his head against the ground, but then he ends up being totally fine. So, yep, point for that. And then I had that Tom was killed, which I think I only get this because when Cam is arresting Dylan, he comes in naming all of the victims of the executioner. And the last one he names is Tom Winston. So we know for sure that Tom was killed. Yep. So 3 points.
Dang.
Yeah.
Nice. Way to go. I'm going to go the complete opposite of you and say Dylan, the husband, is the killer. He was not. Mm-hmm. The executioner is Sarah's real dad. Actually, I mean, that could be true, but I have no way of knowing. Did you catch any line? Did Cam say, the executioner died by my hands? Also, he was Sarah's dad.
Yeah, we're half brother, sister.
Yeah, I didn't hear that.
It makes sense, right?
Still makes sense to me. Mm-hmm. So, but no proof. There was a toy blimp or a remote controlled blimp. No toys whatsoever. Mm-hmm. None of this was kid friendly. And then my last one was the original killer, Tom, is out of prison. I mean, if you want to consider that he's out of prison because he's dead.
Unless they buried him in the jail.
Unless he ain't there.
That's not what I meant. I'm not going to take a pity point for that. I meant he was alive and out of prison. So I'm going to take a big old 0. I'm going to take Cam's favorite food, a donut.
Ooh.
Get it?
I get it because he's Canadian.
Yeah. Nailed it. All right, that was it. That's Slasher, everybody. Obviously, it was only the first season, and so the other seasons are different. And also, I was looking that most of this first cast, these people that were the people that are mostly in, there's only one or two of them that went over to other ones. So it
they're
seems
in,
like they
the same universe.
I don't think so. I just think that maybe because it was on a different network, and then seasons 2 and 3 went to Netflix, that maybe they changed cast.
Start over.
But it also looks like seasons 2 and 3 have, for the majority, different casts as well. So
yeah, I see that those
different.
two actors have roles in Solstice, but completely different characters. Looks like.
Yeah. Yeah. So a lot of just completely different people.
Are
even.
there different writers and different showrunners too? Because it could be a different story.
That I cannot confirm or deny, but so there's that. So, if Executioner doesn't wet your whistle, then maybe the other 2 seasons will. Thank you again to the listener, Brian, who suggested this show for us. And if you, other people listening, want to do show suggestions, you can hit us up at FNL Podcast on the Gmail or on the Twitters. Either one, we like the suggestions, and we're slowly but surely getting through some of the ones that we've been getting recently. And that's kind of it. Oh, also, if you're listening on some sort of device that has a 5-star rating, like always, throw those hands at the device, and whatever number of stars hits, that's how many we deserve.
Just punch your device.
Punch your device, but aim at the stars. That'd be great. Rate us a star. It'll help us out either way. We thank you for listening. We'll be back next week for another one. We are coming towards the end, I think, of season 7 of First and Last. I think there's only 3 or 4 episodes left. Don't quite know which one we're at, but we're close. We're close to the end. So, and I have not been keeping good track. I haven't added our points up yet, so I have absolutely no idea how we're doing.
Ooh,
could this be Joe 3-point season over here?
Yeah, I mean, one good game could turn the whole season.
It really could. So keep listening and find out who could win this episode. It could be Joe's season. He hasn't. I think we've all won one, right?
Yeah, I think we've all won at least one.
Yeah. So there's no redemption arc or anything, but it's been a while for Joe, so we'll see. All right, I'm done talking. We'll see you next week on another First and Last. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.